There has been one obstacle of why people don't use the Carebuzz to support pots, and that's the question, is Carebuzz safe? The short answer, with my experience, is yes. I've been using Carebuzz for over 6 months now, and I have no complaints whatsoever. I actually took $20 out with no problem. But I understand people are skeptical because it sounds too good to be true. You just download the app and Pots gets passive income and intactivism flourishes. Well, obviously, people are not convinced because one person is using Carebuzz for Pots currently. The missed opportunity is insane, especially considering that if we had just 300 people use Carebuzz for Pots, we wouldn't need donations at all. So let me show you the inner workings of Carebuzz, and hopefully it can convince some of you guys that, hey, this is safe and you don't need to worry about it. All right, so this here is Carebuzz. This is the one person that's using Carebuzz as of right now. We had 19 contributors. I'm definitely a part of this as well. We're at 8% of our $300 goal. You guys see this quite a bit. If you watch the news, once a month we show this. And it's really easy to do. Once again, it's just download Carebuzz right up here, and then you just get the app, and then you choose your initiative. This would be for website 1. Keep the app running. Very easy stuff right here. Now, Carebuzz is actually owned by Honeygain. You can get this by going to Carebuzz, and it says additional monetization for content creators, Carebuzz by Honeygain. Now, what is Honeygain? Is the parent of Carebuzz, or the parent company. Essentially what Honeygain is right here. So individuals can go ahead and crowdsource their own internet and bandwidth and give them passive income. So you don't have to do this for pots. You can do this yourself. I mean, it's a pretty good company. It will take you a long time, though, if you just do this yourself, though, for sure. I mean, you can download it on your phone and your computer if you want, and other, like, iPads and things like that. But there are 2.5 million plus users on Honeygain, and with 20,000 plus payouts completed, and they have given out about $26.58 per sum. Because it does take, like I say, a while if you're doing this by yourself. And Honeygain has gotten 4.5 stars on Trustpilot, which is really good. But I will say, if you go to this is their security features.
The world. We work with Avast, McAfee, Norton to ensure the...
So they work with Avast, McAfee, and Norton to go ahead and protect your privacy, which is really nice, right? Now, continuing on with that, this is their cybersecurity check. It says safety ensured. Honeygain passed all antivirus checks. Now, scrutinize this a little bit, updated in 2024. It says, we're excited to announce that Honeygain passed all of the antivirus checks after our internal audit. So this was an internal audit. I mean, you can do with that what you will. Our app doesn't have any known or unknown threats that affect your devices, and we ensure the safe usage of our app for everybody. It's confirmed Honeygain is secure and trusted by major antivirus software programs like Avast, Kaspersky, Windows Defender, McAfee, and many more. And this just tells you what antivirus software is. This was how they tested their antivirus checks. It says Honeygain has been whitelisted by major antivirus companies, meaning that all these companies are good with Honeygain. And if these antivirus companies are good with Honeygain, I don't know why we would have an issue using Carebuzz, right? Like, I don't know how you guys would check it. It says our team used VirusTotal, a tool developed by an independent security company, which uses aggregate data from various antivirus programs and online scan engines to provide an up-to-date and reliable source. Our findings show that the newest version of our installer is safe to use as it received zero flagging from all the antivirus programs included in the VirusTotal scans. You can find the full virus scan here. And then this talks about what makes Honeygain so secure, which I'm not going to read that to you guys. This here is the virustotal.com. You can go ahead and see that there's only 2 out of 73 security vendors flagged this file as malicious. This is the Honeygain install. I'm not sure exactly what this means, but a lot of things here are pretty good. Everything's undetected. I can't even click on this. But yeah, so these are the details. I'm not a computer whiz. I don't know what any of this means. Couldn't tell you. Relations, don't know what that means, but lots of zeros. Everything here is zeros on the side here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is all zeros for detections. Zeros. Here's a 1 out of 94, 1 out of 94. Executions parents. Don't know what this means. If you guys know what any of this stuff means, please let me know down in the comments. That'd be really cool to know. Anyways, my dashboard, you can see here that I've been using this. So the blue is me gathering stuff whenever I use computer usage, and the orange is other, which is you guys. This is all you guys whenever there's like 1 or 2 people that go and use their data. And this is like the winnings or whatever, October 7th that I got. But pretty cool to mess around with. But anyways, yeah, I do have one active device that I am using right here. That's my computer. This is another article. It says that Honeygain puts transparency, security, and education first. And it tells you, it explains how your internet connection is used. Essentially, once again, all what it does is that Honeygain or Carebuzz, whatever, they go and take your data and they sell it to other companies like Oxy Labs, because it's mostly Oxy Labs that own this, and I'll show you that a little bit more here. And they match up business owners to things that you like, and then they go and get data from it, just like Google, essentially, from what I'm understanding. So I will say honeygain.com from the Better Business Bureau, it did get an F, but the thing is, though, it's not even BBB accredited, so I don't think that's very fair. It has 3 complaints closed in 3 years and 1 complaint closed in 12 months. There's really not a lot of complaints. There's 3 complaints, and this person says, I don't agree to this third-party terms, so Honeygain isn't paying this person. So that kind of makes sense. This thing here says that Honeygain is accusing this person of running a virtual machine or trying to cheat their network somehow. So there's some complications with that. The business responded. And then it says Honeygain has permanently banned me due to a false accusation. So there is issues. Granted, I mean, this is 2 years ago. I don't know if that's been going on that much. I mean, these are only 2 people, really. So it's really not that many complaints. And once again, I use them. I don't have any complaints. This looks brand new, this complaint here. But this is a person who's not agreeing to their terms and service. Anyways, so Honeygain signs an exclusivity deal to ensure long-term traffic demand. Honeygain is a crowdsourced web intelligent network, and they wholesale partnership deal with Oxy Labs. So Honeygain is practically Oxy Labs. I mean, they're working together in tandem with Oxy Labs. And also, I did find this here on Hacker News, is that Sandra Crickstepanite was the previous owner at Oxy Labs. Ironically, she became the product director at Honeygain in June of 2022. Based on her LinkedIn, looked at DNB, it is clear that she was always the one and only company director. And all employees of Honeygain that do in fact have LinkedIn have one common denominator. They're all ex-leadership members from Oxy Labs. And these are all the names here. I'm not going to say those names. These are like Lithuanian names. Can't really say those names. But this really puts Honeygain and Oxy Labs together. So is that a problem? I don't think so, right? If you go to Oxy Labs, this is again signs an exclusive contract with Honeygain. This is Oxy Labs. Essentially what they do is they take in proxy acquisition and they sell it. So it says the best practices of residential proxy acquisition can be summed up in Tier A+ model. It involves the following: Tier A+, financial reward, clear information, user awareness, user consent. Description: a platform app reward in the monetary value end users in exchange for participation in the residential proxy network. Result: end users are fully aware, consenting, and financially compensated for participation. A+, that is Carebuzz, Honeygain, right? And it says Oxylab's mission is dedicated to uphold and promote company core values, of which transparency and fairness play a major role. Thus, we will continue to educate the public about the little-known residential proxy acquisition practices in the market and nudge providers to adopt ethical residential proxy acquisition methods. We're always on the lookout to join forces with other market players who advocate for the A+ model. Our goal is to create an ethical and balanced proxy service ecosystem where all parties are treated fairly and rewarded. Now, if you go to the About Us of Oxylabs, it is the first AI-powered scraping assistant that automatically generates request code and parsing instructions. So they are web intelligence, the future of digital businesses. It says Oxylabs proudly stands as a leading force in web intelligence collection industry. Our innovative and ethical scraping solutions make web intelligent insights accessible to those that seek to become leaders in their own domains. Once again, nothing here sticks out like a scam, guys. I mean, this has 102 million plus ethically gathered proxies, 35,000 plus clients around the world, 500 plus experts working at Oxylabs, 100 plus patents. It says Oxylabs is the fastest growing web intelligence company in Europe. They have compliance as the foundation of their business. It's compliant with GDPR, CCPA, and other data-related legislations from all around the world. Oxylabs is also one of the founding members of the Ethical Web Data Collection Initiative, creating global best practices and pushing regulators to create global compliance practices for the industry. These are Oxylabs review right here at Tech Rater Pro. They're 4 stars rated. These are the prices of Oxylabs, $210 a month, all the way up to $560 a month right here. Now, these are the pros and cons of using it. Like, this just seems like a normal company, guys, that's, scraping your data just like Google and Facebook would do. But instead, they're going and paying you for your data, or at least, compensating you by giving the money to Prevail over the system. And once again, this is free. It runs in the background. It's really quiet, right? But it's a Lithuanian-based proxy service. Oxylabs has been in business since 2015. So it's been around for almost 10 years. And in those 10 years, has anything happened bad with Oxylabs? Well, this right here is the only thing that I could find. In 2021, feud between Bright Data versus Oxylabs has gone ballistic, but the end is in sight. It says after a Texas jury delivered a verdict awarding nearly $7.5 million against Oxylabs for patent infringement against Bright Data. Another judge has ordered the two parties to undergo mediation to resolve their disputes. So, that's really it. It was a patent infringement. This happens all the time with big companies. Phone companies are notorious for doing patent infringements for phone designs and stuff like that. It's really not that big of a deal that Oxylabs had this small hiccup with a patent infringement. Once again, data is safe. Everyone's data is safe, not a problem from what I'm reading. Also, if you go to Trustpilot here, Oxylabs has 4.5 stars out of 5. It is rated excellent. It's a verified company. And if you go to Tesonet, this gets even bigger, guys. So Tesonet, they own Nord, Surfshark, and Oxylabs. And if they own Oxylabs, that means they own Honeygain and Carebuzz. And Surfshark and Nord Security are both VPNs. Look at this. Surfshark and Nord, 2 top VPNs, share a common link in Lithuania's Tesonet. But the two services remain separate entities according to Surfshark and NordVPN. So if you guys are using NordVPN and Surfshark to go ahead and protect your identities, I guarantee you that if you use Carebuzz to help pots, they're going to go ahead, the same company, Tesonet, they're going to go ahead and protect you to the best of their abilities. These guys have a lot of cyber things, CyberCare, CyberCity. If I had to give my stuff to a company, it would be this, because these guys seem very on top of cybersecurity. But that's just me. You guys can go through the names and just kind of read them off and look more into them if you want. But I don't want to make this video too long. I hope this put you guys at ease. If you guys have any questions, and if you want to go ahead and support POTS by going to the Carebuzz and joining the POTS militia and helping us, because it really does help us. The more people we have doing this, the quicker we can get funded and also prevent graduation. And we can also do so many great things for intactivism if we could get funding. And this is just a free thing to do. Globally, you guys can do it. Doesn't matter. Africa, Asia, Russia, China, super easy. So just go ahead and do this. All right, guys, that's all what I have. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. in the comment section. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.